Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome here. Thank you for dropping by our Valley News Now digital desk. We're going to start checking in here to tell you a little bit about some of the things we've been working on in the Valley News Live newsroom, and it has been a busy one today. But of course, the big topic that has been there all week is the weather. It's still in the 90s out there. As a matter of fact, we're going to check in with our First Alert Storm team, see what they've been working on today, what they have us updated. We're going to go to our website right now. As you can see, some of the stuff we've been working on. A little bit of a spoiler alert for the things we're going to be talking about here in a bit, but hey, never mind a little bit of a spoiler here and there. Let's check out the weather tab here. And again, you can find this anytime on our website or on the free VNL weather app, so be sure to check that out. Now, this one's different. Isolated severe storms tonight and tomorrow, according to Summer Schnellbach. She just updated this about an hour ago. Surface low moving in, possibility of strong to severe storms, eastern and south central North Dakota. Isolated severe is possible in the James River Valley and the Sisseton Hills as well. Hail up to an inch, damaging winds to 60 miles an hour. Those are the primary hazards if those storms develop. Checking in, well, let's go to Fargo where we're at right now. 92 degrees, still quite sunny, aggressively sunny. If you're not a big fan of the heat like me, as you can see, it's going to start to really, it's still going to go down steadily. But going into the future, we have some very interesting weather patterns coming up with just how much the temperatures are going to drop coming up into the weekend. So be sure to stay tuned to that. Again, the Valley News Live First Alert Storm team has you covered for all of that. So be sure to stay tuned. Now, one thing that has been running rampant with the weather, especially up in Minnesota, are these wildfires. A couple updates on those massive wildfires in northwest Minnesota. St. Louis County officials are still working to combat the largest of those fires. That's the Camp House fire. We have some incredible video of this as well. That's burned about 15,000 acres of land now. Again, last update we had for you yesterday was at 12,000. So every day it just continues to go up and up. Still no containment on this one. So just something to watch out for there. Also has destroyed over 140 structures, according to officials up in St. Louis County. So Sheriff Gordon Ramsay told us today that they're searching for an individual as well. Now, his house or their house was destroyed in the fire. They haven't been able to find any information on where that person may be. Today, the biggest update, an out-of-state incident command team stepped in to kind of take over this fire and the Jenkins Creek fire. They've merged those into one combative effort. They set up shop this morning. Again, zero containment on that fire, so trying to get any of it contained. Minnesota DNR is also investigating potential suspects accused of starting this fire. DNR learned that a group of campers had a fire on Sunday, left the area, and when they returned, the campfire of theirs had gotten out of control. They reported it to the authorities, and officials say that they are likely to face charges there. So we may have a cause of what's been going on with this massive fire up north. We also have another update for you on an incident that we broke yesterday on Valley News Live involving a truck hitting a train, or a car hitting a train, I should say, on Tuesday morning in West Fargo. Officials are now saying that that driver has been arrested for a DUI. It was a 34-year-old Valley City man. His name was Shane Ravenberg. He's going west in the eastbound lanes on 12th Avenue Northeast. When he struck the train, he was dragged for about 100 feet and then came to a rest along the railroad tracks. He was injured and transported to Sanford Hospital. This crash is still under investigation, but that's the biggest update that we have on that one so far. We have another update on an explosion that took place last month, I should say, at a food processing plant. A different cause than what they had originally thought. We're going to go and pull up some information on that now. Just 1 second here. There we go. This was at a food processing plant at the 300 block of 40th Street North. Again, there was an explosion out there. Now, within one of the facility's storage bins, it was actually a dust explosion. It was originally thought to be natural gas, and it was labeled as a natural gas fire at the scene. It has now been determined that it was, again, dust in one of the storage units at the facility. One person suffered non-life-threatening injuries. We still don't have an estimate of the damages from this blaze. Another update for you, this one coming to you from Walsh County in North Dakota. Walsh County voters have rejected There we go. We'll take that down now. Walsh County voters have rejected a new $42 million jail in Grafton, North Dakota. We got some unofficial results this morning showing that voters were split with 2 questions on the ballot. Both of them needed to pass. The vote for 3/4 of a 1% sales tax to help fund construction. That got 1,073 yes votes and 985 no votes. And the second question asked voters for up to $20 additional million to help fund a potential new jail. That one only got 989 yes and 1,067 no. So that vote failed. Valley News team's Sydney Zatz spoke with some residents up in Walsh County about these results, and we're going to have more of it tonight. I actually did want to show some video of their current jail. Some of the things that they wanted to fix with that is just an old facility. Repairing the current jail, it's about 50 years old. This new jail, again, would have cost $42 million. Officials said that a new jail would have been cheaper and it would have cost less than constantly repairing this one, which you can see some of the things that they've had to deal with in there. But that vote failed. Stay tuned for later on tonight in Valley News Live. Sydney Zatz is going to tell you what is next in that regard. Checking in on what else we have to talk about today. Let's go ahead and look at this one now. Man arrested after fleeing police earlier this week. A Cold Spring, Minnesota man been arrested after leading authorities on a chase down Highway 210 on Monday. According to a release from the Cass County Sheriff's Office in Minnesota, they began to search for a car involved in a property damage incident in their jurisdiction. They found the car being driven by 20-year-old Dawson Pollock. It was traveling west on Highway 210, high rate of speed, they said. A deputy tried to initiate a stop, but he didn't stop. They abandoned the pursuit, but they later found him when his car had crashed into a building in the city of Motley. Deputies responded to that scene, took him into custody. He was later taken to the hospital in Staples for treatment, and he has then been taken to the Baxter, Minnesota Police Department there. Some sports news for you tonight. The FM Redhawks finished up their first sweep of the regular season. They defeated the Kane County Cougars 5-4 today. An impressive victory there for sure. It was their first 11 a.m. game of the season. Again, Kane County is the defending American Association champions, so you'll never turn that down. That was at Newman Outdoor Field earlier today. It was their school day event, which means that the stands were full of their youngest and most excited fans. So they are getting some autographs from Dylan Thomas. The Redhawks are now set to hit the road for the first time this season. They have a season series in in Wisconsin against the Lake Country Doghounds. And good news for Vikings fans out there. If you're a big fan of these Christmas Day games, which I was a big fan of them last year, they're going to be playing on Christmas. They're going to be hosting the Detroit Lions at 3:30 p.m. kickoff on Christmas Day. It's the second game of a Christmas Day doubleheader, and it's the third Christmas Day game in franchise history. So if you needed a reason to get away from everybody opening gifts and screaming all of Christmas, then that's your excuse. You got to watch the Vikings game, right? Stay tuned to us tonight here on Valley News Live. We have a lot more going on in the newsroom right now. We're going to have updates for you on all the stories I talked about and more tonight at 6 and 10 and 9 and 6:30. I'm still getting used to how many shows we have. We're going to keep you updated digitally, of course, as well. Be sure to be constantly checking our website, valleynewslive.com, or our free, emphasis on the free, VNL weather app. That's all I have right now. At your digital desk, I'm Devin Fry.